Hello dear students, Namaste and welcome to a new episode of Compulsory English class of grade 10. How are you dear all? Very good, I'm also fine here. So I guess you are learning, you are quite eager to learn today as well, aren't you? Great. So could you please guess what we are going to discuss in today's class? Yes, we are going to continue Unit 12. So what is the title of the unit? Okay, very good. Nature and Development that we started previously. And today we are going to do the reading comprehension exercises. And one additional task is there, that is pronunciation as well. Are you ready? Good. So the title of today's discussion or text is Kathmandu Tarai Madhesh Fast Track, a project of national pride. So text is already discussed. Now I have some questions for you. The first question is, what is the length of KTFT? Could you please tell me? Okay, if you can't, please think about it. How many bridges will be built in total? Okay, this is the next question. Question C is, what is the total estimated travel time? Okay. D, what are the advantages of KTFT? And finally, are there any disadvantages of the project? What are they? Okay, so these are the things or questions which you have to answer. So what is the length of the KTFT then? Okay, very good. It is 72.5 kilometers. And how many bridges will be there? Okay, very good. 87 bridges. Good. Third question, what is the total estimated travel time? How long did you say? Yes, 1 hour. Good. And advantages? How many advantages did the writer talk about? Yes, there are 5 advantages. And are there any disadvantages as well? Yes, there are. Very good. Could you please tell me one? Yes, environmental problem or degradation. So these two questions answers to these two questions will be there in our today's discussion basically. So let's go to the short summary of the text that we have already discussed. Okay. So KTFT, Kathmandu Tarai Fast Track. Okay, fast tracked. And we have benefits. How many benefits are there? Yes, there are 5 benefits. First one, accelerate the country's economic growth. Okay, I'll come to these points later on as well. Development of high skill, employment opportunities, Kathmandu Tarai accessibility, and last one is reduction in high density of the Kathmandu Valley. So there are drawbacks as well, demerits as well. Okay, so according to the writer, there are 3, let's say, drawbacks of this project. They are road user behavior and threat in traffic safety, establishment of linked roads, and finally effects on environment. Okay, so we will discuss them point-wise. First, we'll begin with benefits. Okay, so first benefit is acceleration of the country's economic growth. So as we have already discussed, I'm just going to give a short summary. Okay, it is going to connect the Kathmandu Valley to Tarai. It starts from the part that is Khokana of Lalitpur and it ends at the point in Mahindra highway. Okay, so Nisgar, that is a particular place called Nisgar of Tarai. So lesser travel distance saves fuel. Okay, since the total time is to be reduced at 1 hour, it saves high amount that we are spending. And tourists might come from southern borders, means that might be India, that might be other countries who have come to visit India. So we expect this project that they will, let's say, come here more often than they are coming. So these are some of the economic benefits. So next point is development of high skill. Since the project has used new technologies, people's skill will be sharpened. Okay, there are high structures, okay, high bridges are there, tunnels are there, people are going to operate new machines, they're going to create new structures, okay, and they are going to sharpen their knowledge and skills as well. Third benefit is employment opportunities. So as we have already discussed, with the operation of any project, okay, new opportunities are there for people, more people will get more jobs, okay, and new job opportunities are there for youths, and it also helps let's say strengthening or making better, okay, people's life standards will be promoted. Okay, next is Kathmandu Tarai accessibility. The project will facilitate people of Tarai in the fields of health, education, job, new markets, etc. So they can get more benefits. They are getting those benefits, but they will be getting more benefits since the travel distance is almost 1 hour. Local traders will be benefited. Okay, for example, some people might have local products, and if they don't get enough, let's say, prices for their goods, they can bring them to Kathmandu within an hour. So their fresh materials, for example, fresh vegetables, okay, can be easily sold in Kathmandu Valley, in the Kathmandu Valley. So they will get benefited. Then reduces shipping or transportation costs. Okay, so I have already discussed it. Facilitates Nizhgord International Airport, which is under construction. An airport is going to be made, okay, in Bara district, okay, which is called Nizhgord International Airport, and the road is going to link the Kathmandu Valley with that airport, and the government expects a positive benefit, okay, to run that airport as well. Can function as the lifeline during natural calamities. So there can be different disasters like earthquake, flood, landslides, etc. And this could be, let's say, a linking road, okay, a lifeline, okay, in the time of the calamities as well. So shall I move to next one? Okay, dear students, next benefit is reduction in high density of the Kathmandu Valley. In our previous class, I told you that Kathmandu Valley is already overcrowded, and this project is expected to reduce, or it is expected that people stop, okay, coming to Kathmandu from different parts like Tarai for their permanent settlement. Okay, so it says since the distance to Kathmandu from Tarai sharply reduced, people don't need to settle in Kathmandu Valley. For example, people from Bara district can come to Kathmandu within an hour. Then why shall they, let's say, reside here, let's say, permanently? Okay, within 1 hour, they come to Kathmandu, they finish their, let's say, tasks, jobs, and then they're written back easily. Okay, so next one is helps to solve the problem of increasing congestion of the valley in terms of, let's say, facilities, in terms of road, let's say, consumption, let's say, open land, etc., etc. So Kathmandu Valley is already congested, and there won't be any more congestion. So this is expected to reduce the high density in the Kathmandu Valley. Okay, dear students, these are the benefits that the project KTFT is going to provide, and there are, let's say, some drawbacks or demerits, okay, that the writer has highlighted. Let's see them as well. The first one is road user behavior and threat in traffic safety. Nepal has such roads that cause many accidents every year, and addition of another road can add more accidents or deaths. More casualties will be there. Our road conditions are not okay. The roads that are already in operation are not in good condition, and if you try to find out the, let's say, death, let's say, numbers each day or each year, it is alarming. And one challenge is that if we add more infrastructures like this, more casualties, more accidents will be there. Okay, and since the speed, look at the speed, 70 kilometer per hour. This is higher speed than we generally, let's say, run. And let's say people, Nepalese people basically are not accustomed or habituated to this sort of speed. This is a challenge. Next, let's say, is establishment of link roads. So for smooth running of this, let's say KTFT or this road, its connectivity is to be ensured. Okay, so it cannot function without, let's say, it is being connected with different other roads. So it says the section from link roads to the 0 points have to be improved and expanded. Okay, it is a high capacity road, and if we link more roads to this highway, then it can smoothly run, or it will be in full operation. Otherwise, no. The third drawbacks is effects on environment. There are many effects on the environment, as we have discussed already, like pollution of the air with larger blastings, quarrying, dumping of filling particles, etc. Okay, sometimes things have to be taken from other places, and sometimes they have to be taken out of a place. So in that process, there will be more air pollution. And there is a massive deforestation. It is said that more than 150,000 trees are to be cut down. 150,000 trees. Look at this ratio. Okay, so this is another challenge. Okay, dear students, so with this short discussion or such summary of this text, we are going to discuss the exercise. There are different exercises. Please make sure that you actively engage in them. Okay, so let's begin with the first one. It says complete the crossword puzzle below with the words from the text. Okay, so please look at the prompts given there. Would you please turn your book so that you can, let's say, fill in the words, okay, while we are discussing the meaning. Okay, so did you find the page? Please take out your crossword puzzle there, and I'll make you clear about these meanings, and you can guess the words that might fit there properly. Okay, so there are two sections, across and down. So let's begin with across section 3, weak and without protection. So I have given the meaning, okay, of these words as well. You have to, one clue is, easy thing is that you can, let's say, rely on or use the highlighted words. They are in red only. Means you don't need to, let's say, find out words, okay, throughout the reading the text throughout. Just pick out the appropriate words, okay, that are highlighted or in red color. 5. The amount by which something is less than what is needed to provide with a space, events that cause great harm or misery. 10. Using new methods or ideas. So these are the across words. Now downwards. 1. Things that limit or control what you can do. 2. To make an action or process possible or easier. 4. The state of being crowded. 7. The physical movement of goods from one point to another. And last one is 9. To collect or increase something gradually. So based on these meanings, please try to find out the words and fill in there accurately. Okay, dear students, are you ready? So please fill in the crossword puzzle with a pencil so that you can correct it later. Please do it right now. Good, you are doing good. Go on, please. Okay, I guess all of you have completed. Yes? Very good. Thank you very much for your active effort. Good. So let's compare the answers. Make sure that you have filled in correct words there. Okay, correct spellings based on the given meanings. Okay, so I'd like to show the answer right now. Please compare your answers looking on the screen. Okay, 3, weak and without protection. Okay, so 3, vulnerable. 5, the amount by which something is less than what is needed. So we are going to talk about across words. Okay, deficit. Did you make it right? Good. To provide with a space. 6, accommodate. Very good. 8, events that cause great harm and misery. Okay, very good. Calamities. 10, using new methods or ideas. The last one? Okay, very good. Innovative. Look at the spelling. Please make sure that you have copied correct spelling. Good. Now downwards. 1, things that limit or control what you can do. 1. Very good. You have written constraints. Good. constraints. Good. 2, to make an action or process possible or easier. 2, okay, facilitate. Good. 4, the state of being crowded. Good. Congestion. 7, the physical movement of goods from one point to another. Yes, shipping. And last one is 9, to collect or increase something gradually. Yes, that is accumulate. Did you make them right? How many of you have done the task correctly? Please raise your hands. Good, I see many hands. Very good, dear students. Well done. Okay, now let's see the next activity. B, complete the following sentences using the best alternatives. Okay, so every question has 3 different alternatives which you have to choose correctly. Okay, for this you have to again go through the text. Okay, so let's begin with the first one. The first one is the total length of KTFT is from Kokana to Nisgar is. What is the correct answer? Very good. An infrastructure of national pride. Let me highlight the answer. Okay, very good. It is? Which one is the correct answer? This one? 55.49, 10.60 or? Yes, this is the correct answer. 72.5 kilometers. Good. B, Nepal can reduce the consumption of petroleum products after completing KTFT as it contributes to economic growth, enhances connectivity, shortens travel time. Which one is the correct answer? Okay, don't worry. I am going to highlight the text. Make guess before? Yes, good. Since the travel distance is lesser. Okay, very good. Which is the correct answer? Third one, very good. C, the main challenge of the project upon completion is. So these are the titles. Which one is the, let's say, challenge? Managing crowd in Kathmandu, controlling road accidents, and establishing link roads. Okay, establishing link roads. According to the writer, the success on completing the project depends on cost, technology, socio-economic benefits. Which one is the correct answer? Please look at the highlighted line there, underlined. Yes, technologies should be advanced. Good. Okay, dear students, there are only 4 questions, 4 activities under B. Let's see activity C. There are some questions. Look at the questions first. There are 5 questions altogether. First one is, what type of project is Kathmandu Tarai Madhesh Fast Track? B. How is KTFT going to reduce the consumption of petrol in Nepal? How is KTFT going to reduce the consumption of petrol in Nepal? Petroleum products include, that might be diesel, but it has the question writes petrol. C. Will the project help promote tourism in Nepal? How? D. How does this project contribute to the development of high-skilled human resource in Nepal? Okay, so we have discussed these questions, okay, all of these questions before. And finally, E. How does the project help the people living in the Eastern Tarai? So does it have any, let's say, clue related to these questions? Okay, you have to think of. Okay, dear students, please try to think or write the answer now based on the discussions we have already done. Can you? Okay, very good. Please write them down. Okay, dear students, I guess you have some ideas related to these questions. The first question is, what type of project is Kathmandu Tarai Madhesh Fast Track? This is the question. And what answer have you written? I could hear your correct answers. But before that, I want to make sure that you went through this particular part, first part of the text. Okay. So it says, let me highlight the text where the answer lies. An infrastructure of national pride, Kathmandu Tarai Madhesh Fast Track KTFT is a mega highway project of strategic importance in Nepal. So based on this, you have to write the correct answer. What could be the right answer then? Yes, you can write anything. For example, it is a project of national pride, or you can also write a mega highway project. So both of these answers are correct. Or you can also write Kathmandu Tarai Madhesh Fast Track is a project of national pride, or it is a mega highway project. You can write complete sentences as well as just correct answers. Let's go to question B. How is KTFT going to reduce consumption of petrol in Nepal? Okay, I guess you have the correct answer with you. And this is the area where you could find the answer. Since the travel distance is lesser in KTFT, the daily fuel saving could potentially reach more than an Rs 5 billion. So what is the, let's say, how it is going to reduce the consumption of petrol in Nepal? Yes, by reducing the travel distance, or by lessening the travel time to how long? Yes, 1 hour only. Okay, very good. For, let's say, thank you for your efforts. Correct answer. Let's see the question and see. Will the project help promote tourism in Nepal? How? What did you, let's say, write in your answer? Have you written the correct answer? Yes, more people might come from, okay, Tarai area, or even from India. That is there in the text. I'd like to highlight the text. Okay, this is the text and this is the correct answer. You should say, since this is, what type of question is it? Ask no question. Very good. So will the project help? Yes, it helps. Since it links Nepal with the southern border, tourists from both India and other countries can easily enter Nepal. Tourists from India as well as other countries can come to visit Nepal, especially Kathmandu Valley. Next question. How does this project contribute to the development of high-skilled human resource in Nepal? Did you write the correct answer? I guess you have written. Good. So please read out this part. High-skilled human resource. It is related to skill strengthening, making our skills better. So it says, read out the paragraph. KTFT is the project with many complicated structures, sophisticated structures like high bridges and twin tunnels. The technology involved in those structures will be totally new to the people of Nepal. The Nepali people involved in KTFT will certainly get a chance to sharpen their knowledge and skills from new technology. So this is how it is going to, let's say, contribute for our, let's say, skill. It's going to sharpen our skills, polish our skills. Why? Because since you can write answer like this, since the project has many complicated structures, okay, to be built, like high, let's say, bridges, tunnels, etc. For that, people have to, let's say, operate different technologies which they have not been in operation, or which they have not, let's say, used before. It provides people with chance to use new technology. That's why this project is going to sharpen their skill and knowledge as well. Okay, so I guess you have written the similar answer. Yes? Okay. Now next question in under C is, how does this project help the people living in the Eastern Tarai? Okay, so is it going to, let's say, be beneficial for the people in the Eastern Tarai? Yes, definitely. KTFT connects Kathmandu with Nizghar, allowing a shorter travel distance at a higher speed. The project will facilitate the people of Tarai in different fields, including health, education, jobs, and new markets. You have to particularly focus on this part to answer this question. Okay, very good. Your answer is correct. Since the travel distance is short, people in Tarai will get more facilities in the field of health, education, jobs, and new markets, etc. Okay, dear students, thank you. So we have completed first, second, and third exercise. There is one exercise left, but it is not completely related to the text. In D, there is one question for discussion. This reads like this: how is KTFT likely to affect the environment? Discuss. So could you please make, let's say, some ideas or generate some ideas how the project is likely to affect the environment? So you have to think about negative impacts of this project on the environment. Please write them down. Or do you think I should suggest you? Okay, please go on telling me. Yes, okay, very good. First one is related to pollution. Good. How? Yes, more, let's say, dust particles will be there. Yes, while quarrying. Good. Sometimes things have to be taken to other places, and sometimes they have to be brought into a place. In that, let's say, process, there will be more pollution. Good. Next, yes, deforestation is there. I told you nearly 150,000 trees will be cut down. This is a massive deforestation. And what could be the next? Yes, that's correct. Degradation of natural resources. In addition to, let's say, the deforestation, there could be, for example, loss of water resources, okay, let's say loss of alluvial land where people are farming, etc. And we may be losing herbs, okay, let's say habitats of birds and other animals, etc. So that leads to another challenge, that is ecological loss. Some people might have to, let's say, leave their permanent residence because of this project. They have to shift from their original place to another place. So some animals, some, let's say, birds have to quit their, let's say, permanent residence, or where they are, let's say, enjoying their, let's say, nature, and some people also have to leave the places. So this enhances ecological loss as well. Okay, dear students, I guess you are enjoying the class. Now we have a next session that is related to, what is the skill? Yes, pronunciation skill. So we have discussed the text, summarized the text, and did some exercises, 4 exercises in fact, related to the text. Now, as we promised earlier, we are going to discuss a pronunciation activity, or we are going to deal with pronunciation as well. It says, the following words are pronounced differently in the American English and the British English. With the help of a dictionary or your teacher, pronounce the words in both varieties. So here are a set of words which you need to pronounce. So look, English has different varieties, like the one that we speak in Nepal. We have our own, let's say, type. And there are originally 2 varieties, they say, that is British English and American English. Very simple example I'd like to give you. One is, for example, the word program, okay, and program. Which do you think is British one and which one is American one? Did you say the former one is American, this one? Yes, this is American English or American spelling, and this one is British. Very good, dear students. So not only in pronunciation, they do have differences in spellings as well. Did you get my point? So there are sentential differences, spelling differences, as well as pronunciation differences. And in this particular session, we are going to discuss how words are differently pronounced in American English and British English. Okay, dear students, there are many words. I'm not going to deal with them all. Please try to find out a dictionary, okay, and consult your teachers, or else you can go through online dictionaries as well. They produce both, let's say, American as well as British Englishes, okay. Just type a word, try to find out American pronunciation or British pronunciation and compare them. You can find many words, and here are some examples. Shall I begin? Okay, let's listen to them correctly. So let's listen to them carefully. Try to pronounce them together. Okay. So shall I start? Good. The first one is
vitamin,
this is American. Now let's listen how it is produced in British English.
Vitamin.
Okay. Vitamin and vitamin. So the first placement of I, vitamin, vitamin. This is the difference. Okay, now try to, let's say, find out the differences. I'm going to place some words for you.
schedule,
Okay. Schedule. And now,
Schedule.
look. This is how they are different. Spelling is same. Before I saw 2 words in which there were spelling differences, but now we have same spellings but different pronunciations. Okay,
leisure,
look.
leisure,
Okay, next,
vase,
vase,
Vase.
vase. Look at the difference.
herb,
So one thing, just listen to this word and I'll say one thing to you.
herb,
Okay, so when there is, for example, a raw sound followed by a consonant, British people don't pronounce this one. That's why this H-E-R-B becomes herb for British and herb for American. American people produce this R even if it is followed by a consonant, but British people don't pronounce this when it is followed by a consonant or when it comes at the end of a word. For example, this becomes car for British and car for Americans. They produce, American produce at the end or before the consonant as well. That's why they produce the word herb, not herb, that the British do. Okay, now let's listen to the last word that I'm going to play today. Now, rest of the words, please try to find out yourself. Okay?
Basil.
Okay. Basil.
Basil.
Okay. So, up to this discussion, I'm going to give full stop to today's discussion. Okay, dear students, we did 2 tasks today. One is related to reading comprehension, another is related to pronunciation. And in pronunciation section especially, we discussed how some words are differently pronounced in American as well as British Englishes. Thank you very much for your active participation throughout the lesson. We'll meet again in the next episode with a new topic, new ideas. Thank you very much. Keep learning.